What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you my deck profile for Agents. There's new support coming out and I'm excited about it. I loved playing Agents back in, I believe, 2011 when they first came out. It was a very simple deck. Go Venus, special summon 2 Shine Balls, and then Gachi Gachi, or use Daigusto Phoenix to attack directly. You know, game was way different then. At first, when I saw the support, I wasn't really, sold on it. But the more I looked onto different videos and different combos, it seems like it's going to be pretty fun. Of course, it depends on what else is out and around by then, and what the format looks like, ban lists, and so forth. Because we don't know when we're going to be getting it. It hasn't come out in the OCG yet. But I thought I'd show you what I got so far. I kind of took bits and pieces from other deck profiles I saw, kind of made a couple changes based off of A, what I had to test with at the time, and B, what I thought needed to be added or could be added. We'll go through it real quick. I'll kind of go over what some of the new cards do, and then in the end, I'll go ahead and go over my main combo that I've kind of been messing with. Of course, there are plenty of other combos and different plays this deck can make, but there are plenty of videos out there showing that already, so feel free to check those out after this. But otherwise, let's get right into it. We'll start off with the monsters here in the main deck. We got 3 of the OG Master Hyperion, and then 3 of the new Majesty Hyperion. Now, both of these guys can special summon themselves by banishing an agent monster either from your hand, field, or graveyard. The new Majesty Hyperion has an effect that your opponent takes any battle damage involving your fairy monsters that you do as well. So that can create for some interesting OTK plays if your opponent's low on life points. Otherwise, you can banish a fairy from your hand or graveyard, target a card in either graveyard, and banish it. And if you have the Sanctuary in the Sky either in play or in the graveyard, you can actually do that twice per turn. So that's pretty neat. Then we have the next new agent, the Agent of Life Neptune. Agent of Life Neptune, you can pitch it to special summon a agent monster from your hand or graveyard, and if it's banished, you can add Sanctuary in the Sky from your deck to your hand, so it's pretty useful there. And we have the Agent of Mystery Earth, of course the Stratos, and then we have the Agent of Creation Venus, and then of course our 3 Shine Balls to go with that. And then for hand traps, we just have 3 Orange Light and 3 Ash. And then in our one-ofs, we have Archlord Christia, because of course it's a fairy deck, right? So we have plenty of fairies, so we can drop that. It's pretty nice. And then we have Chaos Dragon Levianer. Now, this should be the Chaos Creator, because Chaos Creator can actually recycle your Shine Balls. Don't have one currently, and I've been wanting to play with this, proxied with my friends to test it out, and I wanted to try out Chaos Dragon Levianer, see if it could help out. It's also a level 8 to make rank 8 plays if wanted, so same concept there, but ultimately Chaos Creator would give you that recycle option. Then we have the 2 baby dragons, baby Chaos Dragons. Those help with your combo plays. Plague Spreader Zombie, of course, a level 2 tuner for our Hulk, so that way we can go into our new Synchro. Then we have our Dragoon package, well, at least the vanillas for our Dragoon package. Most of the decks that I've seen haven't been playing Dragoon, but I noticed it'd be very easy to get out, so why not? Alright, and then we will move on to the spells. And with these spells, we of course have 3 Pot of Prosperity, because we do want to dig for those combo pieces. And then 3 Chaos Space, because we can search for our baby dragon pieces or our Chaos Dragon Levianer. And then we have the 1 Sanctuary in the Sky. You don't really need it necessarily. I mean, it's just more of, you can have it for discard fodder. If it's in the grave, that allows you to utilize your Majesty Hyperion twice. Called by the Grave, and Red Eyes Fusion, of course. That's really it for the spells. I mean, you don't really need anything else. You could play more like removal if you want, but to me, it's a combo deck, so that's more of your side. So, onto the extra deck. Alright, and here's our extra deck. We're going to start with the new Master Flare Hyperion. This guy is really cool. So once per turn, you can send an agent monster or a monster that specifically has Sanctuary in the Sky in its card text. his name becomes that card's name, and his effect becomes that card's effect. So basically the key thing there is you can send Agent of Creation Venus. He becomes Venus. You can special your Shine Balls and can start a combo. Also, he has a quick effect that when your opponent activates a card effect, you can banish a fairy from your hand or graveyard to target one card on the field and banish it. So, good interruption there. Then we have Chaos Ruler. Of course, everything's pretty much light and dark in our deck, so you get to get a pretty easy ad off that. Loads the graveyard up for his special summon or our chaos monsters. We have Herald of Arclight, just a level 4 that you can actually make, gives you a negate, also helps against cards that, or decks that utilize sending to the grave, so pretty good there. Then we have Access Code. We can spam monsters, so of course we can put Access Code on the board. Then we have Appaloosa, same thing. Then we have Celestial Knight Lord Parsheth, Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix. Then we have Hulk. This is key part of the combo I'm going to show. And then Salamangreat Almirage, same thing, because you do end up summoning the Earth, which is part of that. You link it off, and that helps with the combo there. And we have Link Spider, because of course we have our Shine Balls. Be able to attribute or link into Link Spider to continue any link climbing would come in handy, especially if we want to go into Verte. We need that effect monster. And then we have Herald of Mirage Lights, IP, and then of course our Dragoon. Alright guys, I really don't have a lot of in-depth thought about it yet, because of course I just started messing with it. I'm really excited. I will of course, probably update you guys as I go, and of course when we find out if we get more support or when the support comes out, that way we can kind of mess around with it more. But let's go ahead and jump into that combo. Right, now let's go ahead and jump into that combo. For this one, you're just going to need to have Mystery Earth and at least one of your 6 Hyperions. You're going to start off by summoning Earth and then searching your Neptune. And then from here, you're going to link your Earth off into Almirage. And then you're going to activate your Neptune effect, discarding it to special summon your Earth back. And then from here, go ahead and link those 2 off into Hulk Fibrax, because of course the Earth is a tuner. And then Hulk is going to go ahead and special summon Plague Spreader Zombie. And then from here, you're going to banish your Neptune to special summon your Hyperion. And then Neptune's effect is going to activate, allowing you to search Sanctuary in the sky. And then from here, go ahead and synchro these 2 into your level 10 Master Flare Hyperion. And then from here, go ahead and copy Venus's effect, either from deck or if for some reason you open multiple. But you're going to go ahead and ideally send it from deck, and then copy its effect. And then you're going to pay to special summon your Shine Balls. And then from here, you get a few different options. Your combos can go any way you see fit at this point. I'm just going to show you my version of the combo and what my ending board would look like. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and link this one off and go into Link Spider. And then I'm going to link these 2 into Predaplant Verde Anaconda. And now also from here, you have a couple extra options. You can either just go into IP, giving yourself a link 3 for Unicorn for another interrupt. You can also bring back the Plague Spreader. Use that, give you a 4th material for a rank 4 play, so like Appaloosa. Or you can just synchro into your Arclight for another interrupt. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and discard place the Sanctuary in the Sky back on top of the deck. We're going to go ahead and special summon our Plague Spreader back. And then we can, from here, I'll go ahead and synchro for that extra negate into Herald of the Arclight. And then from there, we can go ahead and pay our 2K to send our Red Eyes Fusion, as well as our Red Eyes and Dark Magician, to bring out our Dragoon. And then from there you have a negate from Dragoon, a negate from Arclight, but Arclight will also be banishing cards. And then also Master Flyer Hyperion will let you banish to banish. So it's a pretty cool board to end on. Like I said, again, you can end on IP as well to give you a format, or sorry, not a 4 material, but up to a 4 material or 3 material Appaloosa. But again, the combos, there's so many different ways you can go about it. This is just what I've been messing with. Again, there are plenty of videos out there that show you alternative options, different deck profiles. This is just what I've started with. I'm pretty excited for this, for something new to mess with, and hopefully the next year. But we will have to wait and see. Thanks for watching. If you liked today's video, go ahead and leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.